What were you thinking when you saw that she got Lillian tattooed on her chest?
And I was like, oh my God, like, why would you do that? I wanted to tell her right then and there, like, my name's not Lillian, like.
Why didn't you?
Because I was like, damn, like, she's gonna be mad as she got a random bitch name tatted on her. Like, so instead of her being mad, I said, okay, let's just go along with it, I guess.
What's up, Neve and Cammy? My name is Onyx. I'm a 22-year-old living in Charlotte. I'm reaching out because this girl, Lola, is driving me crazy. What if I wake up happy? She friended me 2.5 months ago, and she was very beautiful, so I accepted and hit her up. As soon as she told me she stayed in Charlotte, it was on. I was ready to meet her. I feel sparks with Lola, and I think we could be a perfect couple. When I wake up, you're not next to me. Guess I'm missing all your energy. But there's no doubt this girl is hot and cold. 'Cause all I want is you. Sometimes she's all in, but sometimes I don't get a response for days. When I try to video call her, she either won't answer or her camera's off.
Deep sigh.
Everyone is basically telling me she could be a catfish, but I haven't been this into someone in a long time. She's kind of taken over my brain. I can't focus on anything else. Is she real, or is this some kind of prank? I need to figure this out. Onyx. Maybe just open the door a little bit, because I can't really hear you out here. Oh. Hi.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm not gonna come in. I just want to be able to hear you. It's a little loud out here. I guess I take it you're a little nervous.
Yeah, a little bit.
I understand.
There's no Lola. It was a misunderstanding.
Okay, well, but are you the one he's been talking to?
Yes.
Okay, so whether your name is Lola or not, I think it would probably feel good just to introduce yourself and come clean, and you don't have to live with any regrets or guilt or confusion about the whole thing.
Okay, I don't want to talk out front. If we do talk, can we go out back?
Sure. Let's go now. Oh, there she is.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
It's not the drink.
How you doing?
Good.
Nice to meet you, Neve.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Cammy.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Onyx.
Hey.
What is your name?
DeMonica.
DeMonica. Lovely name.
Thanks.
Just so we're all on the same page, you made the profile.
Mm-hmm.
And from the beginning, you were the one talking to Onyx.
Yes.
Because obviously, you know we spoke to Ladravia.
That's my sister.
Aha.
My little sister.
Got it. Because when Onyx heard Ladravia's voice, he thought it sounded like you. But that makes sense, because I guess you guys sound sort of similar.
Yeah.
So, but he was never talking to your sister.
No, me. He was
Okay.
talking to me.
And how did you come across Onyx?
Originally, I made the profile to try to catch my ex who broke my house and stole my shoes. But in the process, I think I followed him.
Were you like trying to follow people just to make the fake profile seem real?
Yeah, and then he DM'd me. And I kind of just went with it, but then I fell back because I felt bad for playing with his feelings. But he just kept texting. I didn't get on there to just catfish the world or to look for attention. I had a specific purpose.
Wait, but we talked to one other guy who was friends with the Lola profile.
Yeah, he asked about my job. That was really it, and where I was from.
Right. So
But-
wait, do you work at the
Giddy Goat.
Your
My
sister.
sister.
Oh, so but you told someone that you worked there because your sister works there.
Yeah.
But your sister knew you were doing this because when we reached out to her, she didn't give you up.
That's my sister. Why would she?
Do you know who the pictures you were
Belong to-
using are of? Do you know that the person in the picture is a trans woman?
Yes.
Is that your ex's type?
Yes, just over time, like I've caught on to that. So yeah.
I see. Interesting. Okay. Wow. So, and did it work? Did your ex talk to her, and did
I
you
figured out where he's at so I can go get my stuff back.
did you get your stuff?
Yes, I did.
Well, how come you didn't just tell Onyx at some point?
Like, I kind of got used to talking to him. The conversations that we had was pretty, like, good, you know? When he got something on his mind or when he need help, he would call me, reach out to me, and I would help him with that.
Yeah, she
Like, that's kind of how it played out. It wasn't my intention on catfishing him, you know? Like, I didn't make the page to look for love or to find love.
Does that mean you don't have feelings for Onyx?
Over time, we developed a little small bond.
So you did feel some connection to him.
Yeah.
I just wish, like, when I was, like, developing, like, feelings, like, oh, like, maybe it can work. I just wish, like, it could have been where now, like, I'm doing, you feel me? Like, it's not me, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, like, this, that, like, and I would have accepted it. Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize. I really am sorry, because I didn't mean to hurt you or waste your time or play with you or lead you on. So, hopefully we can move forward.
I'm sick of hearing the lies and excuses. Hi, Neve and Max. My name is Shante. I'm 21. My mom, Jeanette, and I live together in Orlando, Florida. And I'm concerned about someone my mom has been talking to.
Oh,
right.
A mom
Finally,
episode. Yeah. Her mom is probably our age.
Okay. Anyway, my mom's falling in love with this guy, Derek, who she has never met. They met on Plenty of Fish, and they've been talking for about 7 months now. My mom has never really done this whole online thing, but it was something about Derek that really made her want to give it a try.
Oh, fantasy, take me over and break me.
She wrote him basically giving him a compliment on his picture, and ever since that day, they've been writing each other nonstop.
I've been looking for the conqueror, but you don't seem to come my way.
My mom always tells me that Derek is so different from the guys in her past. He's actually talking about marriage and sounds genuine about it.
Oh, but there's no seduction, only destruction.
But as serious as it's getting, he's not met my mom or even shown his face on video chat.
You know what that means.
He has no face. When my mom asks to meet Derek, he always says he is busy with work and he's sorry. We need to find out what's holding Derek back from seeing my mom. Shante. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Looking for Derek.
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here with Jeanette, hoping that you might come talk to us.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Why don't you just start by introducing yourself?
My name is Derica, and I don't know what to say.
You're the person I've been talking to on the phone?
Yeah,
Why did you do this?
it was just, you know, something to do.
Something to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I was bored, and I made a profile. End up inboxing me, and we just started talking.
That's messed up. You was playing with her feelings.
No, I wasn't necessarily playing with her feelings. Everything I told her is true.
No,
It's just-
everything is not true. Your name, your age,
Your gender.
definitely that.
Do you primarily date women? Do you date men and women?
I date women
Why did you make a male profile?
just to have fun, you know. That's what it was, but everything changed once I started talking to her.
Is Jeanette the only person you were talking to?
I mean, I've talked to a couple of people on there, but not like how I talked to her. Since I've been talking to her, I've been talking to just her.
And I was just talking to you. I wasted a year of my life, though, that I can never get back.
I know.
And you should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm pissed off. These are my feelings. This is my heart. You just pissed all over me. You pissed all over my feelings. No, you did. You did. I really loved Derek.
I'm
I
still
love
that
Derek.
person. I'm just
You just
a
don't look
female.
like that person.
Yes, I don't.
You could have told me. You didn't think I deserved that?
You're right. I just didn't want to lose you.
Those I love yous, I miss yous, those I cares.
That's real.
No, it's not real.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you had me lusting over a 17-year-old. Did you know that? How embarrassing is that?
I'm not trying to
You
embarrass
sent me those
you.
pictures of us, you know, a wedding and stuff like that. You played me like a fool. I would have never done that to you. I'm so angry with you right now, like, I hate you. I want to hit you so bad.
You want to step away for a second?
Yeah. It's a woman. I was hoping just maybe it could have been a guy. It's taking everything inside me to keep from slapping the hell out of her, because I'm angry.
You deserve to be angry.
That was really up what you did.
I know it was.
Did you think that there was a chance if you
I
ever
was
met?
hoping for a chance.
It was all a game for her. Play Scrabble, you know, be bored. Don't sit up and make fake profiles and play up people's feelings and heart. I just want to go over there and just slap out of her and pull them that out of her head.
You don't need to stoop to her level.
I really loved him, Max. Her, him, the person. I really did love them. I really was thinking about marriage with Derek.
It's tragic that it got this far.
Hey, Neve and...
Sarah, get Cammy.
Yes, exactly. My name is Angela.
If I fall down, then I get back up.
I'm 41 and a working actress. I live in Howell, New Jersey with my 3 gorgeous kids. 2 years ago, when I was turning 40, I wanted to change my whole life, so I decided to embrace my fabulousness.
As you should.
I ended a 20-year relationship and found myself confused by dating.
I'm not breaking, you know I don't quit.
I can barely tell a Tinder from a tweet. I started focusing on what I was passionate about, my kids, entertaining, and my social media. This past July, I posted on TikTok about going to NYC to do some background work, and Justin, a total stranger, commented. He asked if he could meet up with me while I was there.
Each step is showing I can do it.
I thought he was nuts because who does that? But then I decided, what the hell, and said yes. Unfortunately, we didn't make that meetup happen. But from then on, Justin was in my DMs and messaging me daily. He's intelligent, warm, and I'm not used to a man being so kind and attentive. I thought we'd meet pretty quickly, but now it's more than 2 months and we haven't had a single date.
Justin.
When I try to meet him, there's always an excuse. I was delusional for the 20 years I was with my ex, and I don't want to make the same mistake twice. It's taken a lot for me to put myself out there again, and the idea that he might be lying to me is devastating. But if he's not trustworthy, then it's time for us to part ways. I hope you'll help me. Thank you, Angela. He's got cold feet, he's weak in the knees. He's just not giving himself a chance and just assuming the worst.
Well,
So-
is he the pictures?
Couldn't really see him.
He is.
No way.
Yeah, here it comes.
It's him. All right. Hey, man.
Hey.
Hi,
Glad
Justin.
you decided to join us.
Yeah.
I want to just introduce myself formally. Pleasure. Neve. Justin.
Yes.
Gary's just like your fan fiction name. We're just clearing that up. Justin, Shan,
Hi.
Hello.
and of course Angela.
Hi.
You know.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. As Neve has probably already explained, cripplingly nervous about everything.
I appreciate you coming out, though.
You're right, and I did think it would only be proper to at least come out and actually greet you and everything. I haven't really, I'm not sure everything that's been discovered, but going through ending a previous relationship has, put me in a certain spot where I just figuring out my next step in life.
Justin, can I just ask you a couple of questions just to clear some things up?
Sure.
You said your previous relationship. Are you talking about your marriage? You were married, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's over now. You're fully broken up.
Yeah.
Similar to you, Angela just came out of a very long-term relationship that was heartbreaking. You're really the first person that she's engaged with since this big devastation in her life. And I think we'd be curious to know from what your perspective is, how you felt.
I try not to expect too much out of people to avoid being hurt. So I'm kind of in just this middle ground of just, I find someone to talk to, we talk, and it just be something where I'm just not looking for anything or expecting anything.
From what Angela remembers, initially, after you had commented on one of her TikToks, you had said, oh, we should meet up. At that moment, when you asked her, like, were you serious about meeting up, or?
Yeah, I was.
You were.
But, you don't really expect anything. You kind of just doesn't really mean anything.
So you didn't
just
necessarily think it would happen.
Right. I didn't. It's nothing new. I've always been like this, even with my close friends. I don't always go through with decisions.
Right.
Not that I lied about anything, but I also.
You sugarcoated it, like to keep me coming back for conversation.
Yeah, I tried
too.
my best in that.
I was satisfied
yeah.
with the conversations also. It was relieving to get the good mornings, the good evenings, or how are you doing? That's why I was so comfortable about the whole situation.
And that's just genuinely, that is genuinely me. But right now, I just don't know what I think. I don't have any concrete idea of where I'm going.
But I do think there's a big difference when we're trying not to hurt people. We create loose boundaries for who we might be, rather than setting clear boundaries for who we know we are today. So I think it could be really impactful and powerful for you is just set a clear boundary of, maybe I have to stop down, heal for myself. I'm not looking to date right now, but I am happy to have met you.
Yeah, I definitely value our chatting and our friendship. I don't see anything for the time being. That would be the most sincere I could be about it.
I get that. I understand.
How about you?
And I respect-
Where are you feeling now that you guys are finally?
I can't see me not being friends with him. I can't see me saying I don't want to speak to you ever again right now. I'm still open to being friends, and I totally thank you for coming and putting yourself out there. Like I said, I learned a lot, and I do appreciate you coming and explaining this to me in person. I'm happy we met.
Me too.
Okay.
It says, hi, Neve and Max. My name is Tessia, and I live in Chicago, Illinois, born and raised.
Do you think she's thin crust Tessia, or she's probably deep dish Tessia because she's in Chicago?
Tessia does not sound like pizza.
No, but it's spelled like pizza.
No, it just has two Z's and an A.
I see the word plaza and I think of pizza. I see Mike Piazza, I think of pizza. It doesn't take much. If I see an I-Z-Z-A, I will always think of pizza.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Tessia says, I'm 18 years old and just graduated high school this year. Getting through the last year was probably the most stressful time of my life. I ended a 4-year relationship with my boyfriend. He was not faithful. It took a long time to realize that I deserved better. And I could not have done that without a friend like Shay. She reminded me that I was worthy of much better.
Is this a friend, Catfish?
I don't know. It all started a year and a half ago when Shay sent me a random inbox. I was really depressed, but Shay snapped me out of it. Shay would always know what to say and give me words of encouragement. She was my coach, my best friend, and my diary. She knows everything about me. My friend thought there was something fishy about Shay's profile. She called Shay a catfish, which I thought was ridiculous. But after a few months, I noticed that Shay was dodging a lot of personal questions and making excuses not to video chat. I couldn't put aside my suspicions. If I keep pushing her for answers, she'll probably just unfriend me. I don't want to lose her. I need your help to figure out this girl, Shay. Please hit me up, Talitza.
Hello. I'm Max.
Makeda.
Nice to meet you.
I just can't believe she's standing in front of me right now. It's just like
What's that like?
mind blowing. Like I didn't think she was actually gonna meet me.
6 hours ago, we thought we were flying to Kansas City, Missouri. We just found out your name is Makeda. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about who you are, since we don't know you?
I just turned 20 like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I live with my mother and my sister and my brother.
Do you strip?
No.
It's not a crazy question. That's,
Right.
I mean,
It says it on the page that's the only thing she knows about you.
put that up there like to fill in the blanks for the. It was like an empty page, and the purpose of the page wasn't to catfish people. It was for my ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
To like catch him cheating, and then like I added a lot of people on the page to make it seem real, and then we just started talking, and then it got out of control. I don't. And I'm not a liar. Like I'm really not. I just did it because it felt right at that moment.
But do you have feelings for Talitza?
No.
I don't know really what to say.
When you started the Text Plus number, that was, again, for your ex?
To make it seem like I was really in Kansas City, you know.
So that was for her?
Basically.
Okay, so that wasn't for your ex?
No.
If you didn't have feelings, why would you go through all of that, though? You didn't have to give her a number.
Just some random girl that you met on your fake page.
You must have felt some type of way.
No, all right, so I kind of felt bad about the situation you was in with your ex-boyfriend. So that's why I started to say like, oh, I like you, you're pretty and stuff, so that you can forget about him. It was so many times I wanted to say like, okay, like my name is not Shay, this is a fake page, but I didn't know how to get out of it.
I'm lost for words.
It's always a big deal to meet someone on the internet that you think you're in love with. This is extra big deal for Talitza. She has not told many people in her life that she's been talking to a female in a romantic way.
I'm sorry.
Well, I wouldn't say it's okay because it's not, because I had got my feelings involved. And I wasn't into girls, but I am now.
So are you interested in girls?
That's what I was gonna say. Not really.
I mean,
You never had romantic feelings for her?
There's a difference between liking somebody and being in love with somebody.
Right, but there's a difference between liking someone because they're fun and they're your friend and liking someone because you want to go down. It's fine, unless you did and you're not ready to admit that, and that's fine too. You could have stopped talking to her as Shay, you could have friended her as you, if you wanted to continue having some sort of friendship, but you didn't, because you liked the relationship that Shay had with Talitza.
Yeah, basically.
So at some point, you had some kind of romantic feelings towards Talitza.
I don't know. You know, it's just confusing. It's like a whole lot.
That's all right.
Sure.
So maybe you're not ready to answer that question. Because this is a lot.
Email is in from Jazz. Over a year, and I don't even know her name.
I don't want to know anything else about it.
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
My name is Jasmine, but you can call me Jazz. I'm 20 years old, and I'm living in Denton, Texas. A little over a year ago, I met a girl on a dating app named Lillian, and she's absolutely gorgeous. Her sexy tattoos and confidence caught my eye right away. Lillian is also 20 and lives in Bradenton, Florida. There is distance there, but that didn't stop us from falling in love and making plans to be together one day. We talked on the phone constantly, but Lillian still wouldn't video chat, and she'd cancel every time we tried to meet up. In the meantime, I did some investigating on my own and discovered Lillian had a boyfriend and was pregnant. I confronted her, and then she confessed and told me her name was actually Kayla Johnson. And that's even worse for me because I just got Lillian's name tattooed on my chest a few months prior.
You should never get anyone's name tattooed on you.
Oh my God.
Rule number 1.
That was too much for me.
Yeah.
So I broke up with her. But just a few weeks ago, I learned some new information that gave me even more reasons to doubt Kayla. And now she's trying to get me back, but I don't know who she is anymore. I know it sounds crazy, but though my trust went away, my love didn't. I need your help. Jazz.
Disappear.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
Neve. How you feeling?
Nervous.
You hear the voice?
Yeah.
It's her?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
You ready to do this?
Is she laughing?
There you go.
Come on.
All right. Come on.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Cammy.
Hello. I'm Shania.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Well, nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you.
There's a lot to kind of clear up, but before we start firing questions to you, why don't you just give us a little bit of a rundown kind of on who you are?
I'm Shania. I don't know what to say.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Do you consider yourself in a relationship with Jazz?
No, because we broke up. But I do want a relationship with her.
Why did you do it? Like, why did you make fake profiles of someone that you're not?
It was to get back at an ex. It was nothing like towards you or anything. Like, you just came up and I liked how you looked.
So wait, so you made the Lillian profile to get back at an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend?
Girlfriend. I found out my ex-girlfriend cheated on me.
Okay.
So I made the fake profile of Lillian.
It wasn't really a fake profile. You were impersonating Lillian, the real person.
Yeah.
So why not just use Lillian's pictures, but call her by a different name?
I guess if someone like looked her up, it would make sense that she's in Florida. You know, I'm in Florida. And
right.
I've seen her around, but never talked to her. I found her on Instagram. I thought she was pretty. So I made the fake profile.
You made me look dumb. I was lying to people saying that we had met before so that they could stay out of my business. Like, you made me look hella stupid.
I didn't mean to make you look stupid at all. That wasn't the point of it. I really did fall in love with you, and I did want to come for it as myself, but I was just scared and insecure about things.
I gave you like a lot of chances to tell me who you really were, and you didn't take them. Like, you could have told me who you were.
I feel like I was just lying because I was just trying to protect myself. I don't really lie in relationships. I'm very truthful.
We were on the phone when I got this tattoo. You let me get it.
But you didn't tell me that you were getting her name.
I did. I said I was gonna get your name tatted.
What were you thinking when you saw that she got Lillian tattooed on her chest?
And I was like, oh my God, like, why would you do that? I wanted to tell her right then and there, like, my name's not Lillian, like.
Why didn't you?
Because I was like, damn, like, she's gonna be mad as she got a random bitch name tatted on her. Like, so instead of her being mad, I said, okay, let's just go along with it, I guess.
I mean, the fact that she got a tattoo and that you knew she was going to do it is insane. And I haven't even heard you say you felt bad about it.
I did feel bad. I still do feel bad. Like, that's gonna be on her until, like, she get it lasered off or whatever she wants to do with it. And that's gonna take time and money.
What you've been doing is wildly inappropriate and unfair. But I don't get the sense that you don't know this already. I feel like you know that what you've been doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't said I'm sorry.
Jasmine?
I don't want it if you just saying it.
No, I'm truly apologizing because I know what I did was wrong. And I do still love you. I'm just lost for words. I don't know what to say. I do hope we can continue talking because we did have that bond together. And I still love you a lot.